class is called Pilates for Strength. So if you would like some more stability for your ankles, then you can wear some shoes. You can grab some cans from your cupboards if you don't have light weights and or a band. And we're gonna start up tonight just with a little bit of a warm up. So we're gonna reach the arms forward here, and then we're just gonna sweep them around to the sides. Really big circles here, just warming up the shoulders. And start to think of connecting your breath with your movement. So breathe in and breathe out. And really start to press the feet down into the floor. So feel that connection right from the feet all the way along the spine up to the crown of the head. And you're swimming those arms back. Breathe and reach them forward. Exhale, swim them back. Just two more like this here. And just start to bend the knees a little bit more here for the last one. Breathe in. And then exhale. Now from here, we're gonna bring our left arm to our right side. We're just gonna tap it down, come back to center, breathe in. And then exhale. Just tap that hand down to the opposite thigh here. So start to think of keeping the abdominals drawn in, and just think of really gentle rotation happening from the spine. So go at your own pace, and really just think here of bringing that arm down as far as you can. So if you actually can't touch the leg, that's okay as well. Breathe in, exhale up. One more each side here. Back up, inhale, and exhale up, bending a little bit further here. Reach those arms up, drop one arm down and bend. Come back to center, breathe in. One arm comes down, bend. Breathe in here. So really wide squat. The toes can start to face out a little bit here just to open those hips. Drop that butt down, reach the arm here. Inhale, lower, exhale. Now we're gonna start to straighten the legs just a little bit here. And we're gonna go into a different squat hinge exercise that I do not think that I've done before. So it's kind of a newbie here that I found. One more each side, so breathe in, and then exhale, reach, and then back to center. Here, you're gonna walk the feet in so they're just under the hips here. I'm gonna face sideways just so you can see my alignment. Now from here, I'm gonna start off squatting down. So really drop that butt down, shift the weight back into the heels. Now from here, I'm just gonna straighten my legs a little bit and tip forward, and then come back up, breathe in. Exhale, drop the butt down, hinge forward, straighten the legs just a little bit, and then come back up. So this will help start to warm up those hamstrings, warm up that low back, and slowly come up. Now if you want a little bit more for the low back, you can place the hands to the sides of the head as well, and just notice here if you feel any difference in how this movement here is affecting the hamstrings or the hips here, or even the low back. Back up. So inhale, lower, tip forward just a little bit, straighten those legs, and up. So try to keep that flat back as you hinge forward, and then slowly up. Couple more. Breathe and lower. Exhale, tip forward. Back up. Good. Lower down here. Tipping forward, straighten those legs, and back up, stepping back. This time here, my right leg is back. I'm gonna reach forward with my left arm, and I'm just gonna reach, come back to center. Reach across, back to center. So imagining here that I'm just twisting my waist all the way to one side, opening through that front hip. Now if you want a little bit more, you can bring it down into a lunge, and then twist, and back to center. But this is still part of warm up here. So just really try to feel out those legs today. Squeeze the glutes as you lower. Watch that front knee isn't going over the toes here. Lower down. Good, twist and reach. One more here on this side. Reach it and back in. Good, from here, step back, other leg. So either just pushing those hips forward or adding that lunge, you're gonna reach across, opposite arm, back to center, lower if you would like a little bit more. Reach, lower, reach. So you're trying to increase that speed here just a little bit. So we're really trying to get into mobility through the shoulder. I'm just gonna face this way here. You're gonna sweep across, back to center. Reach, back to center here. You can add that lunge down if you'd like a little bit more. Back back to center, reach across, center. Good, 2 more here. Back, or you're just holding that leg back and no knee drop down. 1 more here, I know that's 1 extra, but that's okay. So you're gonna shake those legs out. And you're just gonna roll those shoulders back here. We're gonna move right into some squats. So for this one, you can grab your light weights, or if you'd like to place your band under your feet and just hold on to the ends of the band, that would be another thing you can use as well, okay? Another piece of equipment. So you're gonna keep the feet under the hips. So we're a little bit narrow here, so not a wide squat, pretty narrow, and we're just gonna come down, and we're just gonna hold for a second and then come back up with power. So really try to feel the legs working equally both sides. So lower and then push up with energy into a little bit of back extension, back up. So I'm just gonna show you from the side, you're coming down as low as you can go and then really push. So think of pushing those hips forward, squeeze the glutes, open through that low back, squeeze. Good, breathe in lower. If you want more intensity, you can press up and do a little bit of a jump here, but just land softly with the feet. Issues with the knees, you don't have to go as low, and you can only work the arms as well. If you just want to do arms only, and back. Good, breathe in. Think of power, press it up. Inhale, weight in those heels. Exhale up. Think of that core connection, squeeze and push. Couple more here. Press it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Good, 2 more to go. Reach. 1 more, and up. From here, we're gonna tap to the side, and then you're gonna tap back. So you're gonna bend your stabilizing leg. You're gonna tap to the side, and then tap back. Side and back. For more intensity for the arms, bring those arms out to the sides and really feel those shoulders working. Sides and back. So the only thing that's tapping to the back is just the ball of my foot here. Press back and hold. Slight bend through that knee, press and hold. Again, if it's too much with the knees, just do the arms only. Tap it back. Side and back. Side, good work, and back. Keep that core engaged here. Side, bend the knees if you want a little bit more work. Side, push it back here. Couple more, push back. Side, 1 more, side, and press it back. Okay, relax those arms, shake those legs out. We're gonna go back into another set of squats. This time we are gonna do a pause, a 5-second pause at the bottom. So same idea with bringing those arms forward, shifting that weight back, but you're gonna hold and then push it up with power here. So it's inhale, back, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Power it up. Sit it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Power it up. If this is too much with the knees, arms only, you're gonna hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Or you're doing this with that squat, drop the butt right down, shift that weight back, draw it in through your core here, back up. Good, keep going here. Sink it down, lower, 2, 3, 4, back up here. And again, lower, sink it back, keep the arms up higher if you can. Really reach, and up. Or you're doing those arms only, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those arms in. We're about halfway there. Sink it back, lower into those heels. Go a little bit lower, and then press it up. Good work, keep going here. Reach those arms, 5, 4, 3. So this is the modification, no squat, or dropping it right down, lower. Keep those arms reaching, and back up. Almost there, a couple more. Lower, 5, 4, keep those arms higher. 3, 2, 1, power. Let's go one more here. Lower down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. All right, getting into the other leg for the tap and tap back. So it's the side tap, back tap, all right? So still holding those weights, or get rid of them if they're too heavy here, and we're tapping to the side, back, back, center. So bending that stabilizing leg, arm is back. This time, bring those arms forward, and you're just gonna hold those arms up. So really working now the front of those shoulders, bending that stabilizing leg, trying to sink down into this. Good, keep holding it here. Lower and in, back and in, side, back. Pick up the pace if you want a little more intense, back. Try to sink it down right through those glutes. Squeeze those shoulders down and back here, back. To the side, to the back here. A couple more, side and back. Breathing here. Now too much intensity, arms are just holding here. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. You can do this without the weights as well if it's too much. Keep going, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax here. Shake that out, get some water here if you need to. We're going into the last set of squats. This time with a double pulse at the bottom. All right? So still keeping those squats just a little bit wider than hips, so not super wide. And we're gonna come down and pulse for 2, then come up with power. So that's how it's gonna look. So it's inhale, lower for 2. Exhale up. Inhale, lower for 2. Exhale, up with power. Now, if this is too much for those knees, arms only, you can bring those arms up just to shoulder height and then force them back just a little bit as long as there's no tension through the elbow. Back. So you're just bringing full range of motion here of those shoulders and back. Sink it into those heels. Lower for 2 and back down. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes on the way up. So as you power up, squeeze the glutes here. Think equal weight here with both sides. Imagine a band wrapped around those knees, squeezing them in tight. Let's go with 4 more. Back up, good, keep going. 3, back up. 2, back up. 1 more. Hold it down here, pulse up with the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold for 8, go lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're almost there. Press it up, relax. Okay, shake those legs out here. And we're gonna come down, so grab water here if you need to. We're gonna come down to a lunge. So a couple things here. If this is too intense to be on the knee, so if you cannot be on the knee at all, then you're gonna do the standing option. If you are on the knee, you may wanna roll up your mat either way if you're on hardwood floor, because it feels much better. Okay, so we're gonna bring right leg back, left leg is forward. Other option is you're just doing this standing with your right leg back, left leg is forward. And we're bringing the arms all the way out to the sides. So I'm just gonna face forward here. So you see my arms all the way out to the sides, and then slowly come back down. So this requires a lot of core stability here to be kneeling in this position, because the core is gonna start working as we extend those arms out to the sides, right up to the ceiling, and then back. Now you can also do this, so keep going here. I did mention with the band, you wanted to try the band instead. Same idea, band under front foot. Arms all the way up, and then all the way down. Now things to watch for, you don't want to be arching and leaning back if it's too tough for the arms. Even drop the weight and think of the alignment here of moving the arms right through that full range of motion. Slow and controlled here. So the breath is exhaling up, inhaling, lowering. Think of tucking the pelvis under just a little bit here, and then inhale, lower. We're gonna try 2 more here. Exhale up, and then inhale, lower, and 1 more. Exhale up here. And inhale, lower into circles. Circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reverse the circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and slowly 8. Pulse it. 1. We're almost there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax here. All right, drop those weights for a second here. We're just gonna take a second here to stretch it into shell stretch. So come down into shell stretch. Relax down on those knees. Take a deep breath in here. And a deep exhale. And really spread those fingers wide. Sink down into the floor. Rest your forehead down if you can. You can also place both hands on top of each other and just rest your head for a moment. And just take 2 deep breaths. All right, and then we're gonna go back in to the other leg. So switching sides here. Right leg forward, left leg back. This is too much for the knee. You're coming up to a standing position here, and you can also bring that leg a little bit closer, okay, if it's too far back. Going back into the exact same thing with those shoulder raises here. So it's inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling, lengthening all the way to each side here. And then exhaling, lower. So think of control here coming from the arms, from the core, drawing in through that center of the body here. Good, breathing in, lift it up. And exhaling, lowering down. With control here. Inhaling up, right up. See if you can touch the arms together. And back, and watch that you're not leaning back into it. You can open the hips a little bit, tucking the pelvis under, but watch you're not arching that low back. Just a couple more here. So breathing in, reaching long here, and then exhaling. And 1 more, inhaling all the way up. And exhaling all the way down. Keeping those arms back up, shoulder height here. Back to those circles. Circling here with control. Right out to those sides. Right out. Make sure your front leg here, your front foot is in line with the knee. Knee is in line with the hip. Circling those arms as much as you can here, and then reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pulse it up here. Keep those arms straight if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep looking up. Connect with the core and relax. Okay, drop those weights here for a second. Just reach both arms up. Grab a hold of the hands here for a moment. Take a breath in. And exhale. Roll out those wrists. So the next one we're going to go into here is a standing leg kick series, a kneeling leg kick series. So for this, you don't need any weights or band for this next one because you will feel this. So you might just want to make sure you move them out of the way. Now at any point, you can also come down to the elbows if it's too much for the wrists. So I just want to mention that. And you can also do some of the standing as well, if that just feels more comfortable. So I can show you those options. So we're gonna start in a 4-point kneeling position here. And we're just gonna start by just bringing that leg in and out. in and out. So I'm not flexing my foot or pointing at all. I'm just keeping it relaxed. I'm just gonna make sure my hands are under the shoulders here, so I'm just shifting my weight, and I'm just gonna get my glutes activated. So if this is too much already on the wrist, you might wanna come down to the elbows like this here, or you can even do this standing up against a wall, so keep going. So that standing option here is just bringing the knee in and out, in and out. All right, so we're just getting those glutes warmed up, getting that activation happening. Breathe in, breathe out. Foot is relaxed, don't worry about flexing just yet. Inhaling and exhaling. So you can just bring that leg as high as the hips, which I know you might not be able to see here how high that leg is going. But don't worry about bringing that leg and forcing it up too high here, because we don't want to work into the back. Let's just go with 2 more. 1 more. Now keep that leg straight wherever you are, circle. This time let's try to point the toe. Really stretch that front part of the foot out. Now if you're on the wrist here, press up and out of the wrist. Start to feel lighter through that body here. And start to feel the length all the way from the leg towards the crown of the head. Trying to keep those circles really tiny and at hip height if you can. So you will be starting to feel this on that opposite side. Just so you know, stabilizing leg that's working, you'll be feeling it back into the glutes. Reverse direction. Now really slow this down when you reverse here. And let's actually flex for the reverse. So curl those toes, and you might feel this a little bit more here. So draw the abdominals in and up. Deep breath in, deep exhale. Lift up and out of the body here. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, hold it right here, and now we're gonna point the toe again. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're not quite done yet. You're gonna come down onto your left elbow if your right leg is up. Switch it if it's your left leg. So it's basically your opposite elbow. Now from here, I'm gonna tap out to the side, and then I'm gonna come back and tap. Lift, tap, lift, tap. All right? So we're tapping from one side to the next, lifting, tapping, lifting, tapping. So a lot of work here happening through the core, and also for those glutes. They could be screaming by now here. This is a tough one. Bring it back. Tap it. Bring it back. Let's go 4 more here. And back. That stabilizing leg is just killing me. I don't know about you. Woo! 3, 2. Okay, let's go with 1 more. If I can even move my leg. Okay, come back up. We are coming down into a sideline position. So this is our, I don't want to say our normal versions of our side kick series, but this is one that we tend to do more often. So from here, you're just going to come into a sideline position, and you can either come down onto the elbow, so right down onto the elbow, hand towards the ear, or you can prop yourself up just so your elbow's under the shoulder. And we're going to bend the knees here, and we're just going to go right into that fire hydrant. So just working a little bit of a different part of the glutes here. So breathe in, breathe out. Inhale here, exhale. You can also reach that arm up here, breathe in, or just place it to the back of the head as long as you're not pulling on that head. Squeeze the glutes. So imagine you have a wall right here and you're trying to push that leg back against the wall, and you'll really feel that activation happening. Breathe in here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do a couple more here, and then we're going to add a little bit of rotation. Breathe in. So this is giving that side that was doing all the work just a little bit of a break. Even though you're lying down in it, you'll still be feeling it. Now from here, we're going to keep that leg up, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a twist here Come back to center, press, bring that knee in, twist, center, press with the heel, back in. So I'm rotating through my spine here, press it out, back to center, rotate, center, press, bring it in, press it out, and in. Let's go with a couple more, twist, back to center, press, and in, twist, center, press, and in. Reach that arm all the way over, stretch the leg all the way out, bring it up. 1, reach, 2, reach, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just one more here, and relax. Okay, give that butt a shake, a little bit of a massage. That was a lot of hard work here, and then we're gonna flip to the other side here, okay? So we're starting with our kneeling, 4-point kneeling again. So roll those wrists out, or you might be going down to the elbows, or you might be up against the wall. So we're starting here just with getting those glutes activated with the out and in, bringing knee in and out. So setting those hands directly under those shoulders here, relaxing that foot, and reach. Breathe in, exhale. So engage through the core, lift up through the hands, squeeze the glutes, out, in and back. And you could also just tap the floor here. If you know your legs, that was a lot of work for the legs, you can just relax that leg all the way down and up. Couple more here. Keep those hands under the shoulders. Lift up and out of the wrists. Good, keep breathing here. Try to think of the center, keeping your body in line in the middle of both hands here. So your body's gonna naturally wanna shift to the other side that the leg is coming in and out of. So try to keep everything back into the center. All right, let's keep that leg all the way out here, and let's do some little circles. 1, 2, think of a long line through the head to the crown of the foot, or the foot to the crown of the head. Press up and out of those wrists. Good work here, reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze those glutes. 5, 6, 7, pulse it right up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. From here, coming all the way down with your right elbow. And from here, you're going to tap to the side, tap it back. Side and back. Lift it up, lift it back. Think of squeezing those glutes here. Shift that weight forward, and that's okay if your butt's up in the air for this one, because you're working those glutes with a lot of intensity here. Draw in through that core. Good, breathing in, breathing out, almost there. Let's go with 4 more. Tap it back. 3, up and back. Try to add a little bit of height if you can. 1, and back. All right, from here, come all the way down onto that side here, going right into those hydrants. So elbow under shoulder. From here, bringing those legs forward, and we're just gonna lift that top leg up and relax. So one thing I forgot to mention here is make sure you don't just collapse into the shoulder. So press up and out of the elbow. And you can also think of lifting through the waist. So sometimes I know I like to place my hand underneath the hip. So it's almost like I'm feeling myself pull up just a little bit using my hands. Exhale up, inhale lower. Lift and lower. Trying to keep those hips stacked, thinking of that wall behind here. Squeeze the glutes as you open up here through that hip. Lift and hold. Back down. Up and down here. Couple more. Up, hold, and lower. Lift, hold, and lower. Let's go with one more, and then you're just gonna pulse it up here slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stretch that leg all the way out. We're gonna slowly rotate through and then lift the leg. So lower, rotate, inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift it up. Lower, and reach it back. Breathe in, exhale up. Lower here, and open. So notice here, which side has a little more flexibility or mobility? Does it feel easier on this side or more challenging? Try to connect with that breath. And we're gonna try a few more here. Lift it up. 2, lift. 1 more here. Lift it, hold it here. Reach that top arm over and lift. 1, reach it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more here, and 8. All right, relax it out here. Okay, we're gonna come into a seated position. Grab your cans so they're fairly close to you here. You're gonna move the feet so they're wider here than the hips. And we're just gonna open the legs side to side, taking a deep breath in, and a deep exhale. And we're gonna go into some ab work here. So I'm gonna stretch out those legs. And I'm gonna go into a shoulder press. So I'm gonna press up through the shoulders, and actually I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna come forward and up. So I'm gonna go into a forward fold here with those elbows, and you're gonna do 3 of these, and then press it up, and then very slowly, you're gonna roll it down. Now, if this is too much with your cans, then please just do arms only. Then you're gonna go back into a full roll up. So breathe in, and then exhale up. Bring those elbows down. You're gonna fold for 3. 1, lift it up. 2, lift it up. 3, lift it up. You're gonna press the arms up, and then from there, you're slowly gonna lower. Now, if you can't go all the way down and up, I'm gonna show you a modification here on the next one. All right, so we're gonna fold, bring it up. Make sure the wrists here are neutral, so it's the shoulders doing the work, and up. Breathe in, exhale up. Now, if you want the modification, you're only gonna go halfway, and then you're gonna bring yourself back up, and then fold, back up. So really think of sitting tall here. It's easy to slouch it down. Think of lengthening the spine here. Press it up. You can go halfway or you can go all the way down. Breathe in. Exhale up. Bring those arms down. This is the last one here for folding those arms. 2. Lift it up. 3. Good. Reach those arms all the way up. Lower down or just halfway. All the way with control. Inhale, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, slowly up. Good, bring those arms down. Pulse it. 1, 2, so you're just going halfway here. 3, 4, try to keep those elbows up at shoulder height here. 6, 7, and 8. Bring those arms right back up. Bring those arms in. Now slowly you're gonna lower just halfway. Bend the knees here. Extend the arms. Bring the arms in. Stretch it out. Bend it in. Stretch and in. Now more advanced. One leg at a time. Bring it in. You can go a little bit lower and back up. So breathing in, breathing out. Easier, come up a little bit higher. You can focus on those arms only here, or you can go, just make sure that low back is really rounded so that you're not feeling this in the low back. Okay, just a couple more. Squeeze those abdominals here, so really focus here. Upper abs working, also biceps. Now little pulses with the arms only here. 1, 2, so just bring them in about halfway. 3, 4, 5, more advanced, go lower. 6, 7, and 8. Reach those arms, little pulses with the abs. 1, 2, 3, relax those shoulders here. 4, 5, 6, 7, slowly relax all the way down with control. Arms come all the way back. From here, bending both knees, you're gonna stretch one arm to the opposite leg. So I'm gonna go left to right, and then all the way back here. Right to left, back to center. Now, if this is too much for the shoulders, start up here, and you're just gonna tap, back to center. Tap, back to center. More advanced here, lift both the legs up off the floor, and you're bringing those arms further behind you. Opposite arm, opposite leg, and then most advanced, you can lift your head with you as well. Just go nice and controlled. Reach towards that opposite side. Reach. Bring it into center. One more time each side here. Inhale. Exhale. Now reach to the one side here with both arms. 1, 2. So you're just doing little pulses. 3, 4. You're trying to reach towards your foot. 7, and come back in. Hug the knees in. Breathe in. And then exhale. Stretch that opposite leg. Reach. 1, 2. Squeeze that waist in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and relax here. Drop those weights, hug the knees in. We're gonna roll it over onto the stomach here. So actually, let's just do knee to chest stretch before we do that. So bring one knee in, extend one leg long, and just take a deep breath in. And then we're gonna switch. One more deep breath in, and release it out. So we're gonna roll it all the way down into our plank. So options for plank on the knees. So we're all gonna be on those elbows. Level 1 here is gonna be on the knees, and you can either just stay here on the knees, or you can slide to the pinky here. So we're gonna be extending each arm. And what I want you to focus on here is slide your pinky along the floor. Keep your pinky pressing down into your floor for 5 seconds, and then you're gonna slide it back. So I'm gonna cue you through that. So lift those hips. Weight is under, so elbows are under the shoulders here, starting now, 1 minute. So either on the knees or feet. Hold here and breathe. If you're sliding a pinky out, slide one pinky on one hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, slide it in. Switch legs here, or switch arms, sorry. Slide that pinky out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide it in. You can also do this from the knees. Keep the hips lifted, slide it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is so tough at the end of a workout here. Keep going. You'll feel that shake. That's a good thing. Slide. Keep that pinky pressing down into the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide it in. We got 2 more. Here we go. Slide it out. Keep the hips lifted. Pull the abdominals in. Slide it back. Last one here. Slide it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and collapse it all the way down. Woo! That was a good one. So that was a deep, deep core for sure. So for this last exercise here, of the night, you're gonna flutter kick your legs right here. So lifting, flutter kicking, imagine you're swimming through a lake right now. Wouldn't that be nice? And then you're gonna reach those arms all the way up. Forehead down. Squeeze the glutes here. Now swim the arms back, grab a hold of the fingers, keep flutter kicking, breathing in. Breathe out, reach those arms forward, grab a hold of the fingertips, flutter kick. Sweep those arms back, grab a hold of the fingers if you can. If you can't, that's okay, you can place the hands on the butt. Keep flutter kicking the legs here, elbows up. Forehead can be resting down. Reach those arms forward, grab a hold of the fingers, still flutter kicking. Good, one more here. Sweep those arms back, open the shoulders, grab a hold of the fingers, flutter kick it out. Last one, breathing in. Grab a hold of the hands, draw in through the belly, and relax it out here. All right, come to the knees. Sink it back here. We're gonna go into side shell stretch. You're gonna reach your hands to the left side of your mat and sink it down into the floor. And just take a deep breath in and a deep exhale. Reach both arms to the left side, or right side, sorry, of the mat. Sink it all the way down. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Good, we're gonna roll ourselves onto the floor. We are gonna use, if you have a towel, tie, blanket, anything that you can use for the 3 stretches that are great for hamstrings, quads, inner thigh here, or sorry, IT band in inner thigh. You're gonna press that heel to the ceiling so we can get into those hamstrings, curl those toes towards you, and try to keep that knee straight here. And just take a breath in and a breath out. Try to keep those arms straight here. Extend that leg all the way to the side. Feel the stretch through the groin. Try to keep your other hip down. You can allow it to come up a little bit, but think of it as being heavy and just opposing the stretch here. Take a breath in and a breath out. Keep that foot flexed, bring the leg up to the ceiling and turn the foot inward. And move that tie to the other hand. Extend the other arm out, so you're just opening some space through the shoulders and chest. And then feel the tension here happening all along the side of the leg. Possibly into the back, depending on where you're tight here. And then slowly bend the knee, bring everything in, and switch sides. So left leg here, extending up to the ceiling, curling those toes towards you, keeping that foot flexed, taking a breath in here, and breath out. Really trying to curl those toes a little bit further, a little bit closer. Press that heel a little bit more to the ceiling. Think of pulling up and out of that hip. And now open through the groin here by extending the leg out to the sides, keeping the foot flexed, and just taking a deep breath in. And just breathe it out. Allowing that opposite hip just to try to roll back down to your mat. You can use your hand to pop it down just a little bit. And then bringing that leg all the way up, turning the foot in and bringing it right across here. So watch that you don't roll yourself all the way over with your leg. So try to keep that upper back open here. So this is like a little spinal twist for your thoracic spine, which is like your mid back. Can be rounded if we're doing a lot of sitting or walking. So take one more breath in. And then exhale, slowly get rid of your tie or band, hug both knees to the chest. And just give yourself a really big hug. And a really big pat on your back for all your hard work and your energy and your time today. You're amazing. So roll yourself to one side. And then bring yourself all the way up. Take your time here. Just bring yourself to a seated position, and we're just going to roll ourselves forward and back, taking a deep breath in and a breath out. Go the other way. Breathing in and breathing out. And just really reach both arms all the way up to the ceiling. Take a breath in here and just grab a hold of that sunshine. There's still a little bit left. So I hope you get outside, and I hope you have a great rest of the week, everyone. Namaste.